So here it is, finally, my review of the PSVR, the headset from Sony that has put quality gaming virtual reality experiences into the reach of every gamer. I've had my PSVR for about 6 months now, and I've played several games, including Resident Evil 7, Bound, Dirt Rally, Farpoint, Polybius, Valkyrie, Trackmania Turbo, Until Dawn Rush of Blood, Rez, Tomb Raider, the VR Worlds, the VR experience in Call of Duty, the VR experience from Star Wars, Battlezone, and Star Trek Bridge Crew. So, what do I think of the PSVR? Is it an essential purchase, and is it worth buying? First up, rest assured, playing games in VR is like nothing you've experienced before. Also, despite some reports, the PSVR is easy to set up and delivers an incredibly immersive experience. It's impossible to convey in a 2D video what VR is like, but I'm not exaggerating when I say that VR transports you into the game. You feel like you're there in Croft Manor, looking for secret passages and treasure clues. You feel like you're being chased down a corridor by a hillbilly killer in Resident Evil 7. You feel like you are the captain of a Federation starship issuing orders in Star Trek Bridge Crew. And the jump scares you get in Farpoint when aliens charge at you are the scariest ever. Even simple things like interacting with the spinning spheres in the menu screen of VR Worlds is captivating, with the motion that you're seeing, the sounds you're hearing, and the vibration feedback you feel from your controller makes your brain think that what you are seeing is real. One of my favourite games so far has been the Star Trek Bridge Crew game, where the VR experience of the bridge fools you into thinking you're actually on the bridge of a starship. But at the other end of the spectrum, I've really enjoyed Resident Evil 7, where the horror of being tied to a chair at the mercy of these hillbilly monsters is a truly chilling experience. I have been thoroughly impressed with PSVR. My only real criticism of the technical side of it is that the tracking often drifts, but that's sorted out with a quick press of the option buttons to reset it. Some of my best video game experiences have been in VR. The Call of Duty and Star Wars fighter simulators are amazing. Driving a rally car in Dirt VR is so much fun, and the speed of Polybius and Rez just makes you laugh out loud. There is, however, a catch. And that for me is, although I think the VR experience is amazing, it doesn't have the games I really like. First-person shooters like Battlefield and Call of Duty. I know you can get various shooting gallery games, but the lack of even a simplified VR version of Battlefield 1 or COD means the games I play the most aren't available in VR at the moment. This has highlighted the conundrum I've got over whether to buy the PlayStation Move controllers, those light ones that enable you to interact a little more deeply with the VR games. Move controls are about £60 in the UK, and there have been several times when I could have got them but opted to spend the money on a game instead. Right now, I've got £18 worth of Tesco vouchers ready to go, and that would bring the Move controllers down to a reasonable price, but instead I'm probably going to buy Star Wars Battlefront 2, because I know I'll spend far more time in Battlefront 2 than I will in PlayStation VR. So, you now may think that I'm regretting buying the PSVR, but far from it. I think you've got to treat PSVR and the games you play as a completely different gameplay experience than you get on your PS4 or your Xbox or your PC. You need to think of the PSVR as a separate console. So you're not trying to get or emulate the experience you get with one on the other. They're totally different. Remember when you used to have to go to the arcades to get the most cutting edge video game experience? You may well have had a SNES, a Mega Drive or a PC at home that played games, but if you wanted the best graphics, the best controls, the best sounds, you had to visit an arcade and pay money. But just as these arcade games gave you the cutting edge of video games, it's not like you'd want to play them all the time. They're expensive, you've got to put a bit of effort in to get to them in the first place, and sometimes you want the more softer, friendly experience on a console. So PSVR and VR in general could be thought as the arcade experience for this generation. It offers immersive, amazing gameplay experiences, but perhaps ones that you wouldn't want to play for as long as you do on your regular console. To sum all this up, I'd say that if you've got the cash and have got all the normal games you want, then the PSVR is worth buying. It's not a must buy simply because you won't be spending as much time using it as you do with your regular console. Think of it as a separate console, an arcade experience, and if that appeals to you, then I say go for it. Anyway, that's enough from me. Put your questions, put your comments, what you think down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much, and I will see you again soon.